Hey there, it's Armando Ace One, and on this video, I'm going to talk about Rockstar Games. So let's drive on it. Alright, so Rockstar Games, uh, a company that is relies on not relies, but like has a lot of controversy, and a company that is very secretive. They don't say anything when uh when they are asked. They just have their own little agenda, I guess. And I guess anticipation is key because that gets the hype going. It's like I want to know something. I really, really want to know. And that's like the feeling right now for many of us that like Rockstar games. And I'm probably exaggerating when I say this, but they're acting like the secret service of the government. But instead of the government, it's like out of the gaming developers. And I'm like a really big fan of like Rockstar games other than any other developer. I know my first PS2 game was Grand Theft Auto 3 that I played at my friend's house, and then the first game that I played online was a Midnight Club Dub Edition, and very exciting games. Loved them, and that's what got me hooked. I guess I really like the open worlds that they make, and but now I want to talk about what about today, like not today, but like on this day and age, I guess. It's like Rockstar. Like, could we know something about your next title? Say something, because if you think about it, they have not released any new games since since they released Grand Theft Auto 5 for PS3 and 360 back in September 2013. And you're probably saying like, no, they released it on next gen, then PC, and then all the remasters, but those are not new games. Uh, GTA 5 on the next gen consoles does have like new features, like first person view, fully age. I really don't know what that is. Somebody tell me. And new animals, new vehicles, and all your DLC items are in the game that were previously released. And like that's cool. But it's the same storyline, the same gameplay. It's like probably my favorite feature out of all of them is like first person view. That's it. And I do like great graphics, but they're really good as it is. They work pretty good. I'm actually on PS4 right now, but it's like it was still cool back in PS3, except that it got pretty bad online with all the hackers and modders. So, like, other than the remastered versions of old GTA games, and other than remasters of Max Payne for iOS and shit like that, we haven't seen anything new from Rockstar. And I know they're not going to develop any new titles, IPs, because they have stated that before. And that's pretty much the only peep we've heard about them related to games, other than what is it? Leslie Benzie. And other than that, it's like they're just milking Grand Theft Auto for everything that is worth, which is with their new adversary modes and the uh, their new DLCs. And I love this game, like many other people, but like I would like to try another Rockstar game. And I do I do think that they are gonna release a new Red Dead game, A lot of people say Red Dead Redemption 2, but I don't think it's gonna be called that. Because if you think back a few years, the last Red Dead game was not the last one, but the first one was a Red Dead Revolver. So maybe the next one's gonna be called after like another gun, Red Dead Musket. I'm just joking around with game titles right now. But like that is the next game that a lot of people and YouTubers think that might come out, and I agree, but we never know. Then the other game that was scheduled to be released, just as long as the casino has been scheduled to be released, was like Agent, and we haven't heard anything about that game. The little that I know about the game, that it was gonna be set back in the Cold War era, and yeah, it seems okay. Probably would have been like some Hitman or like some 007 type of game. That it was meant to be an exclusive for PlayStation 3, and Rockstar PlayStation 3 is like old news. It's out of date. It's rest in peace, bro. And that's pretty much the only other game that I could think of. Because Max Payne came before GTA, and I'm pretty sure they're gonna follow a cycle. But like, it's been like about 3 years since they released the Grand Theft Auto, and personally, I want to see something new from Rockstar. But what they are doing right now is sure beats me, beats all of us. And then I understand that they were meant to be at E3, but that was never really confirmed from Rockstar. Just because Take-Two is the parent company and they said that they were going to be there in a big way, I guess they were. Because, but they were right there with a game called Mafia 3. I never played it myself, but that's the reason they said that they were going to be there. And apparently, out of all the booths at E3, they were the biggest one. They had a whole thing going right there. So I personally didn't go, but it would have been nice. So Rockstar was not there. A lot of people thought it was going to be there. They were going to be there, but obviously they weren't. Why is that? Well, there's speculations on that Rockstar had a trailer for Red Dead Redemption, the next one, and they couldn't show it because of the Orlando massacre that happened, which is pretty fucked up. And so yeah, that's why they didn't show their trailer for the next Red Dead game, which was actually not even planned. According to Twitter from a Rockstar employee, that they were never gonna mention anything other than what they did. So like, what they said was said at E3, and they don't have any. They never had any plans of saying something about a Red Dead title. I know there's people like overhyped it on Twitter, YouTube, etc. But Rockstar never officially came out and said it. But like, now that I've talked about all that, it's like for me personally, it's like, yo, Rockstar, give us something, brother. And yeah, just tell us something like we would like to know of a new game, what's gonna be up next, because even their DLC for Grand Theft Auto are secrets. And I guess it'll keep the anticipation going and the hype, and makes you want more out of Rockstar, but at the same time, it's like, give it a rest, bro. Just tell us something. But that's just something that I wanted to and that being said, I'll see you guys in the next video. If you guys liked it, leave a like, share it, and tell people about it. See you guys in the next video.